guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have part 2 of the What's in My Dance Bag video I just posted last week with some more little tips and suggestions for you on what is good to have in your bag regularly for classes and also when preparing for performances. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. So moving on to warm-ups, leg warmers, pretty much an essential for everyone. So I have this pair. I don't actually know where they're from. They're a little bit longer. They go all the way up to like mid-thigh. So these are pretty nice, simple. The stripes I like, and they're a little bit thinner than some leg warmers, but that's pretty common, I feel like. And then this one here, my friend Bea actually made it for me. So, like, I know, right? She's, like, so talented. And she put, like, a little elastic at the top, so it stays on. When I'm dancing, I don't have to worry about it, like, falling off. So I really like those. So thank you, Bea, for that. What is this? I guess let's just call it, like, the pinky ball. I don't know. That's what my teacher called it. I use this for, like, exercises or, like, to roll out things. Like, my IT bands sometimes get really tight. If I have little, like, knots in my feet, I'll stand on it for a little bit and roll it out. Just something convenient to have around. You never know when you're going to need it, and it's very helpful. And then another thing in that wellness area, you guys know I go for acupuncture regularly, like once a week, but I have an acupressure mat that I got off of Amazon. It's a little dirty right now. So I'll lay on this before class. Usually it just helps promote circulation in my body, gets me ready. Also, if I'm sore, like if my back's hurting, I'll lay on it maybe 10 minutes, knowing everything's going to be good. And then another little hack you can do with this is if you just stand on it barefoot. It's a little intense at first, but I think it's helpful. I'll stand on it 5 minutes before class, especially like this time of year, like winter blues, you're kind of feeling tired and not like necessarily motivated. This I feel like gives me a lot more energy, and it's good for you too. So definitely recommend getting one of those. And then this next thing is actually kind of cool. Rosin is really helpful for stage usually. You put it on your shoe, you don't have to worry about slipping as much if the floor is slippery. But what Block made is this rosin spray, which I didn't even know existed for a while. It just makes the friction between your shoe and the floor a little bit tackier, so you don't have to worry if the floor is slippery that you're gonna slip. So I'll use this on my shoes if I need to. It's nice because it also doesn't leave any residue, so you don't have to worry about marks on the floor, which sometimes your director or teacher may not want you to use rosin because of those reasons, which is understandable. Can get kind of messy. And yeah, just sprays. I'm not gonna do it in here. But yeah, it sprays just like a little hairspray, like, yeah, see, like that. And it reduces slipping, all that good stuff. And what I do, not just for performances, but for class usually, I'll spray some on my heel before putting my Pointe shoes on, so that way I don't have to worry about my shoes slipping off. Of course, I also have my TheraBand. This one's pretty self-explanatory for all my dancers out there. But for non-dancers, basically you can use this for some foot articulation exercises to warm up your foot before throwing your shoes on, which is really helpful when I don't have class but I have rehearsals. I still do my own bar, but this is just a good way to warm up the feet faster, and it's good for strengthening, like I said. And then also sometimes I'll use it to stretch, like you can do that to open up shoulder blades and everything like that. And then the last thing that I have, for two purposes. I have a notebook that I use for when I have a lot of things that I'm rehearsing. I like to put my corrections in here. And this one I use for teaching, planning out my classes, what I'm going to teach the kids, little things like that. Like if I'm long-term subbing as well, I'll sometimes write the kids' names down so it's easier for me to remember. Like here is when I taught the cardio ballet class that I was teaching this over the summer. I like just wrote down the names of the exercises and sometimes the track list if I'm using my phone. These notebooks are actually really special. One of the company dancers I admired growing up, she was one of my role models definitely, has a shop where she makes things. And this, look, she actually embroidered it, the whole thing, which is why on the inside it has like this, can I not hold it, felt thing. So I'm actually going to link her shop as well, because all of her pieces are really special. And you can check her out on Instagram too. It's BearLovesBean, so I'll link that too. And so then, yeah, these are just really special. My mom had gotten her to make them for me. She got me this one first when I was starting my traineeship, so I could just like keep track of it, and for summer intensives and all that fun stuff you would want to remember. So I don't know if you could see. If not, I'll show a better video. And then this one, my mom asked her to make for me once I started teaching. And helping with rehearsals and things. With the little ones, it's a little bit bigger and easier to keep my lesson plans in. Other things that I recommend having in your dance bag, you can get these gel squares off of Amazon, pretty cheap. I know Gainer Minden also makes a version. I think they're called Dancer Dots. I don't know, don't quote me on that. I'll insert something here. Those are really helpful if you have blisters, or like I said, anyone who has bunion pain, or like sometimes with a bruised toenail or ingrown toenail. I find if you just pop one of the clear little squares over, it'll help numb the pain. I'm not saying it's going to make everything feel that was my ankle. Make everything feel great, but it'll help a little bit, which when you're in Nutcracker season, that's all you can hope for, that you can help relieve some of your pain, make it more manageable to deal with. Because you still have to dance, and the reality is it is going to hurt. So much again for watching. If you liked this part of the video and the first one as well, be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if anything surprised you, or if you happen to like the tips in this video better than the previous one. But yeah, so I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you next time.